at 12:41 a.m. on New Year's morning, Jabbar parked the truck and walked to Royal and Governor Nichols Street.
What's really something is I was actually at Lafitte's bar there, um, right when he was parking 2 blocks away from me.
Jabbar placed the first IED in the cooler at Bourbon and St. Peter Street at 1:53 a.m.
And so yeah, that's exactly when I was walking this route and right there and actually standing around observing the moment and right near there right then.
Someone on Bourbon Street, who we have no reason to believe was involved, dragged the cooler a block to Bourbon and Orleans, where our teams found it after the attack. At 3:15 a.m., Jabbar used his pickup truck as a lethal weapon before crashing into the construction equipment and was stopped by the brave men and women of NOPD.
Bomb technicians also recovered 2 IEDs in coolers, one from the cross-section of Bourbon and Orleans Street, and the second at an intersection approximately 2 blocks away.
Shamsuddin Jabbar on foot about 2 a.m. New Year's Day. That's just over an hour before he plowed a rented truck into a crowd of people. They also released a photo of a cooler containing an explosive device found near the intersection of Bourbon and Orleans Street. Authorities found another explosive device in a cooler nearby.
He was 100% inspired by ISIS. He planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers, end quote.
It basically built a couple of bombs, indicated that they had a remote detonator in the truck with him to set off a couple of bombs. That's the improvised explosive device. The container that he used was a cooler. He was able to do something there, which is he actually parked somewhere, got out of his vehicle, walked the street, looked at what was there.
Jabbar could have detonated the bombs.
So I've been doing a lot of obviously a lot of deep thinking about what went on and where I was and when and what was happening and all that stuff and turns out by breaking down the timeline specifics that definitely was right here walking right by this cooler around the 2 a.m. point on my way back to the car for a quick break before I came back, and which I never did come back, but yeah, very likely it was right here, near here, about this time, and that's been hitting me pretty hard a lot, thinking about that and what could have been and how extremely lucky and fortunate I was, and just sad for everyone else that what happened and it just what could have happened, what could have been, and now that it's been a week later, I've had a lot of time to think about it and just more grateful than ever, to be alive and coupled with the sadness of what happened to everybody else there, the folks that really were in bad shape there with that, and obviously a whole lot of anger, the whole emotional spectrum, the denial, shock and disbelief, sadness, and then anger that this guy would do this and such a cowardly act, and into a city that I deeply love, the people, and for those that we lost there. aside from being so upset about it all, for everybody in the world, and somehow obviously have a new, renewed appreciation for life, and gratefulness, and gratitude, and so have to carry on. You have to live a renewed outlook, on what can be, and never forgetting this, and using it as a springboard to try to make myself, and hopefully the world gets better from this somehow.